Okay, now the next topic is that intervention by developed country. In developing country, affairs are example of. You can see like developed countries are interfering in the matter of some developing nation like India or ASEAN countries except China, maybe China also. So what do you think about what is this? Due to vested interest, counterbalancing, or regional stability? You can start.
Gentlemen, the main reason for this, I think, is the regional stability, because we have seen in the many over the years, like the issue of South China Sea. It is a big regional issue for the South China Sea, all the countries along the South China Sea, and thus the interference of the big superpower that is USA is being there.
I personally agree with you, but recently we have also seen that the developed nation like European countries as well as the USA were also interfering in the development of the India as well as the other developing nation because of and they also imposes an statement that they should curtail the carbon emission level to reduce the pollution. But we also have to understand that the industrial revolution already started in the Western nation in 1776 or in the late 1980s, sorry, 1790s, and they have developed a lot in the country. But in our country, we have started our journey in the industrialization, and they are still saying that you should reduce the carbon emission level as well as you have to work on the electrification of all the things. So they've also decided to contribute in the form of the some amount by donating $100 billion, but they have also, but still they have not given anything to any developing nation. So it's
Yes,
also
gentlemen,
a
I would
measure
like.
of the financial stability.
Yes, gentlemen, I would also like to add point. As we all
Now
know that
continue.
our neighbor country China has a policy to expand its boundaries, and they are expanding their boundaries from not only in Pakistan, because they are very cordial with Pakistan. Now they are also spending more and more money in Sri Lanka, so that they can fight us in any war situation. So the China's motive is wanted to be a regional superpower, and that's why they are spending more and more on the countries that is quite means that is other neighbor country of India.
Okay,
His
gentlemen.
main policy of China is to making debt trap to countries like small countries like Pakistan and Sri Lanka, like Gwadar port in Pakistan and Hambantota port in Sri Lanka, that captured by China by making its policy that is debt trap, that giving loan to countries, small countries like Sri Lanka, and then having a lot of interest that they can't able to repay their loan. So this is policy of China. So India should tackle its make more allies with European countries in order to tackle China.
Gentlemen, and I would like to give another example of the regional instability, like the issue of Ukraine and Russia. The Ukraine and Russia issue is such very much complicated that the big superpowers like USA as well as the NATO in total are coming and going against the Russia, and they gathering as such because they want to maintain the regional stability. And in the issue of Kazakhstan as well, a lot of country were interested to maintain its decorum again. And also, if I told earlier that the issue of Quad, because of the affliction took from the Chinese side to the country of Taiwan, there have been a lot of issue. And also, China threatens the country of South Korea. That's why the big superpowers are coming in that field to maintain the regional stability.
It also helped the other small nations like Nepal, Sri Lanka, and the Bangladesh countries to get over all this debt trap and the other things, the supremacy of the developed nation or the developed nation like China, because they used to invest a lot of money in that, and they also intervene in the political decision of the country. Recently, we have also seen that the relation between India and Nepal were also disturbed due to the intervention of the Chinese embassy in Nepal, and they used to take this own decision in the matter of the India and Nepal. So it is also establishes the regional stability between India and Nepal.
Okay, gentlemen, I would like to add some more points. Like in the year 2017, the Doklam standoff took place in the country of Bhutan. At that time, Bhutan invited India to fight against the Chinese soldiers, and there because of that issue only, The main reason behind the signing of Comcasa agreement in 2018 with the country of USA, between the USA and India, was the reason was clearly the Doklam standoff, and also because of the intervention of the big superpowers in the developing countries like India, is only because to maintain the regional stability.
Yes, gentlemen, and there are some pros of this side also. As we all know that US is coming in India and they are spending a lot of in the infrastructure of India also. And India is also spending on the Mauritius side to maintain the newest the supplementary power, as well as they are also making the Supreme Court in Mauritius. So India is also spending a lot of money, and the motive is to promote the more and more diplomacy, so that in future, if we are having any war situation, so that we can get more and more support from the nations in worldwide and also on the UN. So this is the motto of the India.
Also, the countries like US and India both motive are same, that they have to fight against the the terrorism in the worldwide, and also they are supporting and maintaining more cordial relationship because of their common thinking, that is fight against the terrorism in the worldwide. And also there are a lot of exports and imports done between both countries, and their trade of a greater value. So both countries are doing best in the world and supporting each other on various international forums also.
Now we are also seeing that
Okay.
despite of having the various differences in the goal, like India, Japan, Australia, and USA, all the four countries have made the quad. But the main reason for building the quad is totally different for the other India, for the other countries. Like USA used to maintain the counterbalance the Chinese influence on the other countries. India have joined the Quad due to the regional to improve the regional stability with the help of the other countries, and Japan is also having the same motive to increase the regional stability with the help of the other countries. So, despite of having that various differences, all the nations are coming together to help each other to maintain the regional stability in their country as well as their the neighboring countries. Because if something happen in the neighboring countries, then it is also going to affect our nation. Recently, we have also seen that China has acquired the Hambantota airport, which is very which is going to create a lot of consequences in the future if the war take place. And the Chinese ship have also been caught to have the or to store the arms and ammunition in spite of having the trading values cost.
Yes, gentlemen, I would like to add also a point. As we all know, there are four countries in Quad, and the Quad is mainly formed to maintain peace in Indo-Pacific region. Although we can see in the geographically, so the all the four countries are very far from the situation as from India. And also, if we talk about the Indian Ocean dispute, so all these countries need to enhance their trade also, because the trade value, this will also increase the diplomacy of both the countries. But also we know that the China's trade along with the Indian Ocean region is very flourished. So there is a need for Quad group to exercise more and more in the Indian Ocean region also, and to enhance their trade also.
Okay, gentlemen, I would like to convey some more points. As we all know about, as we already aware of the Taliban issue, and also because of the rise of the terrorism in the Asian region, like because of the terrorist group like Al Qaeda and Jaish e Mohammed, and as well as Taliban, the country like US came into these regions in the 1990 to maintain the regional stability. And we are already aware that a lot of countries are putting their efforts in the area of the Middle Eastern countries to maintain the peace, as well as to fight against the Houthi rebels, as well as the country of Iran, and all those things. The big countries are coming into these areas to maintain the regional stability, because the Middle Eastern countries plays a lot of role in the economic functioning of the world. And yes, definitely the reason is maintaining the regional stability.
Yes, gentlemen, and another point I would like to add is the Article 370. We have recently, the Indian government has abrogated the Article 370, and most of the country like China and Pakistan has been always deteriorating the relation about this, that they are disturbing the areas. But also we have to say that there are some major countries like Russia and US who has also supported us in the very big forums like UN. for abrogation of Article 370 as saying it is an internal matter of India. So this is also an issue that they are also disturbing in the internal matter of India, some countries like China and Pakistan.
Also, after the air strike of India, that is Abhinandan got ejected in Pakistan. Other countries are also supporting India and saying Pakistan to release him on urgent basis. So this shows the relationship of India with other countries. Like it helps India to fight against the China and Pakistan, because China has not good relationship with all countries, because China have approx dispute with 70 countries. So it is a one of the good point with India, that it maintains a good relationship with other countries, and also it has to maintain its relationship between Russia and US, because Russia is also a good ally of India also, and also US.
And I personally feel that there is also a trade war going between the USA and China, USA and Russia. So the trade war also create a problem for all the countries, because if they would impose sanctions on the Russian people or the Russian government to reduce the trade, then of course they will take the various action which would deteriorate the harmony of the other country. So of course they should also reduce the tax. If, means remove the sanction on the Russia as well as the other countries, so that they can also improve in the trade, and they would also normalize the harmony of the neighboring countries like China and the other. Because whenever any country used to take decision for the welfare of the other countries, then they used to oppose their action, because all the permanent five members like USA, Russia, China, Canada and Germany, I think. So they all are they don't come on the same on the common issue for the welfare of the people. Because if USA wants to maintain the relation with the South African country, they used to provide some financial assistance to the other countries. Then at the same time, China and Russia, they are alienated together, and they used to oppose the motion. So of course it also hinders become a hindrance for the development of the small countries.
Yes, gentlemen, and the recent COVID-19 pandemic outbreak also, India supported major countries in the COVID-19 situation by providing various vaccination to the countries like in SARC countries as well as in other countries. So this is also a big thing that India is providing financial assistance to them as well as the healthcare facility. Although India currently is working upon its facilities of healthcare, but still by providing very much vaccination to other countries is also improving its diplomacy.
Gentlemen, I would like to add some more points. Like India has very big economy in this entire southeastern region by excluding the country of China. In the year 1970s, when Sri Lanka was going through the civil war, and India helped the country of Sri Lanka to maintain the regional stability. And also in the case of Bangladesh Liberation War, India again intervened in that situation and supported the guerrilla forces of Bangladesh again to maintain the regional stability. So, as far by these two examples, it is clearly imaginable that all the big countries are helping the lower counterparts to maintain the regional cooperation and to participate in the welfare activities.
Intervention is a good part, but sometimes it also become deteriorating for the other countries. Like when some coup was going to be conducted in the Myanmar in 1998. At that time, India sent its troop to save the president, as well as when the Myanmar, where the situation is worsening day by day because of the coup. So of course, all the nations are coming together and intervening in the political decision of the other nation, so that they can improve the harmony in the country, and they should also work together to provide the security as well as the good livelihood to the people of the Myanmar, so that they can also live a decent life there.
Yes, and if we talk about the relation between India and Myanmar, so recently we have seen that the in Myanmar the military power have occupied the democracy. Being the world's largest democracy, India also criticized that situation, as most of the Myanmar people are also coming in India as a refugee. So this is also a big problem that is faced by the country, and also India take always participation in such thing which is going wrong, and they also supported the citizens of Myanmar also.
Recently, we have also noticed that in the budget in 2021 to 2022, we have seen that India allocated some of the funds for the other countries like Nepal, Bhutan, this type of countries. So India is always contributing for the development of the nation, which are not able to or not capable enough to do this to do of their own. So it is also a part of intervention that India always try to intervene other countries for the political decision or the other thing. They used to with a motive for to provide the integrity in the all the countries.
Yes, gentlemen,
Also,
and
Gentlemen,
in
India
the
is
COVID-19,
supporting Nepal in the order of getting hydroelectricity because in Nepal there is an atmosphere of hydroelectricity is good, and also recently India denies to get electricity from the power plant that is set up by China in Nepal because India has a lot of power plants, hydropower plants in Nepal for its budget. So also India is going to get 12 megawatt 12 megawatt electricity from Nepal on this funding. So India is doing great in funding other countries like Nepal and other small nations like Sri Lanka also, because India is also supporting Sri Lanka in order to get rid of its bankrupt loan on the from the China.
yes, gentlemen, I would
okay.
like to add another point. As if we talk about another international forum that is BRICS, they also provide in the COVID-19 pandemic. They also provide $15 billion to each country to face the struggling economy and to revive their budget. So this is also a big initiative that was led by the BRICS Bank or New Development Bank to revive all the situation.
And gentlemen, also in that case, in the same to maintain the regional cooperation and the regional stability, the country of India have also done a lot of things, like the introduction of SAARC, that is the SARC, and India, although the 50% of the total population living in the southeastern Asian region is under the poverty line. So the country of India is doing a lot to maintain the regional cooperation and the regional stability. But because of the some of the hurdles, India has not been able to do so. And in the another example we can take, that is ASEAN. Because of the threat to China and to maintain the more investments as well as the economic activity, the introduction of ASEAN took place, and they have maintained the homogeneity as well as the stability in that particular region.
Yes, gentlemen, and if we wanted to face any war-like situation with China, so there is a need for India to maintain a balanced tie with China, and not China, not in the Asian country. Monish bhai, your mic is off.
Your mic is off.
Okay. So I want to say that when we do a lot of investment in the other countries, like we can take an example of the African countries where the China has done a lot of investment and they've also influenced the other countries and they've also taken their land. So at the same time, India cannot interfere in these things. So to counter these things, India can do a lot of development activity in the other countries like the African nation, especially the Zambia, Somalia, and the other countries where the need of the assistance is required. So by investing a lot money in the other countries, so it will also counterbalance the other investment which has been done by the China.
Yes,
Okay,
gentlemen, and we
good.
cannot completely.
Nice. It's a nice discussion. You all are contributing. अब लग रहा है कुछ you all are just enhancing your confidence level.
Yes, sir.
Harsh, Monish, ऐसे जो है आपको जो है ना कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल मेंटेन करनी है टू दी पॉइंट 90 सेकेंड से 2 मिनट बोलना एक बार शुरू करना तो 90 सेकेंड्स तक बोलना है उससे कम नहीं बोलना ठीक है
तो
जस्ट
शुरुआत में
वेट
कि हमेशा।
जब भी एक लीड लेना तो 90 सेकेंड्स बोलना उससे कम नहीं बोलना ये नहीं कि बस ओके जेंटलमैन इंडिया पाकिस्तान चुप नहीं फॉर द सेक ऑफ ओनली स्पीकिंग नहीं और जस्ट लाइक हु इज इनिशिएटिंग द डिस्कशन काइंडली एक्सप्लेन द टॉपिक इमीडिएटली नहीं बोल देना है क्या है अभी क्या टॉपिक था बताओ मोनिश व्हाट वाज द टॉपिक
Interference of the other countries in the matter and you have given the theories like the regional stability,
Yes,
counterbalance are
developed
one
nation
more.
are interfering. Developed nation are
Yes.
interfering in the matter of developing nation. So you speak about like, okay, gentlemen, like we can understand like the developed nation like United States of America in recent past has shown some kind of interference in the developing nation through Karsa agreement when he was talking about to put some sanction on some developing nation. इस हिसाब से आपको अपनी बात को इनिशिएट करना है. कैसे इंटरफेयर कर रहा है, कैसे इंटरफेयर कर रहा है भाई, आपके ऊपर सैंक्शन लगा के, आपको प्रेशराइज करके. इंडिया, when India started having S-400 missile system from Russia, that time also India got some kind of threatened message from United States of America to go for the Patriot missile from United States of America. So what exactly I'm thinking about, as per my opinion, this is the lead. अब अपने लीड के बारे में बताओ, ठीक है, क्यों भाई उनकी जो है इन्फ्लुएंस है, क्या चीज़ है, जो भी है अपने सब पॉइंट से यू हैव टू डिस्कवर दैट. एक बार बोल के चुप हो जाओ, फिर नेक्स्ट टाइम नेक्स्ट टॉपिक नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, सम जस्टिफिकेशन, सम एग्जांपल्स, सम डाटा, सम recent past incidents happen, some history. Just justify yourself. At the last your group should be agree with your point. ऐसे ही कि तुमने कन्विंस किया कि नहीं भाई तुम्हारी पॉइंट है, दैट इज वैलिड. एंड यू नो इन GTO टास्क योर GD major role I'm talking about, GD1, GD2, group planning side and PCT. This is the basic series of GTO task. If you're not able to influence, if you're not able to impress GTO, it will be difficult for you to get a recommendation from GTO point of view. तो आपको कंट्रीब्यूट करनी है, अच्छे से बोलनी है, और कल मैं ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज भी अच्छे से आपको बता दूंगा. देयर विल बी नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल. You all will be able to participate effectively and you can also do well during your group planning exercise. मैं आपको अच्छे से बताऊंगा कैसे लिखना है, लिखने का तरीका भी आपको बताऊंगा. Priorities, these all things I'll let you know. Okay, so एक और करना है ग्रुप डिस्कशन, एक और
सर
करना है.
ऐप कैट के लिए पढ़ना है सर.
अच्छा पढ़ना है आपको, ठीक है, चलो फिर मैं आज और ये हर्षवर्धन तुम 2 टॉपिक जो है तैयार करना लेक्चर पे, यू ऑल.
सर ठीक है अभी.
ठीक है ना, 2 टॉपिक को और
सर
उसको. हाँ बताइए.
ये कह रहे हैं कि सर बना के ना भेजने से अच्छा सर यही क्लास में आके बोलने से ज्यादा बेहतर रहेगा.
हाँ ठीक है,
सर आप बता भी
बेहतर.
सकते हैं कमियां.
हाँ हाँ ठीक है ठीक है. तो कल जो है लेक्चरेट का जो है उससे उसमें क्या होता है ना कि थोड़ी सी तुम्हारी प्रैक्टिस होती है. वो क्या ना परफेक्शन लाने के चक्कर में थोड़ा सा बोल बोल के देखते हो ना क्या है, तो तुम खुद उसके ऊपर वर्कआउट करते हो. वो एक स्ट्रैटेजी होती है और कुछ नहीं है.
सर मिरर में तो कर लेते हो प्रैक्टिस. सर मिरर
हाँ
प्रैक्टिस हो
ठीक है,
जाती
चलो इफ योर कॉन्फिडेंस है ना इट्स ओके. बट चलो टुमारो जस्ट 1 टॉपिक के साथ लेक्चरेट शुरू करके, क्योंकि हमारे पास बहुत कम बंदे हैं, और इमीडिएटली आई विल कम टू द ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज.
है. सर 2 टॉपिक पे लेक्चर तैयार करना है कल ना.
2
सर
टॉपिक
2 बोलना है.
हाँ 2. और आई विल जस्ट मॉनिटर द टाइम. सो सचितानंद, शिवांश एंड मोनिश एंड हर्षवर्धन, आप लोग जो 2 टॉपिक पे आप लोग तैयार कर लेना, ठीक है, अच्छे से. और भी कोई डाउट्स है लिख
जी
के
सर.
रखो एंड ड्यूरिंग सेशन मेक इट क्लियर. आई एम अवेलेबल, आपके SSB तक मैं अवेलेबल हूँ, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. इन केस ऑफ एनी डाउट्स यू कैन आस्क एंड आई विल जस्ट कंडक्ट सेशन ऑल्सो इन बिटवीन. अगर सेशन होने के बाद भी अगर आप लोगों को कभी जरूरत पड़े आप लोग मैसेज करो, आई विल कंडक्ट द सेशन, नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल. बट आई वांट यू ऑल टू पुट योर बेस्ट एफर्ट्स कि आप जो है रिकमेंड हो जाओ, उसके बाद जाओ देश की सेवा करो. चलो, एनीबडी हैव एनी क्वेश्चन? ठीक है, चलो. सो टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू रैप अप द सेशन हियर.